Kodiak Bear versus Moose. Who is the true ruler of Alaska? Imagine standing in the middle of an Alaskan summer sunset. The golden rays are slowly fading behind the snow-capped mountains, leaving the last shimmering light reflected across a still, silent lake. Endless stretches of dark pine forests surround you, where the wind whispers through the trees, blending with the hum of insects and the gentle lap of waves against the shore. This is a land few humans dare to tread deeply into, for it belongs to two true giants: the Kodiak Bear, the colossal brown bear, and the moose, the largest member of the deer family. These two rarely face off directly, each having their own unique way of surviving. But the question that sparks endless curiosity among wildlife enthusiasts is this: if a Kodiak bear and a moose were to meet in a life-or-death showdown, who would come out on top? This isn't a simple fight. To find the answer, we must peel back each layer: muscle power, speed, natural weaponry, survival tactics. And today, Wondrous Nature will take you on an epic journey to witness this legendary clash: Kodiak Bear versus Moose, the battle of Alaska's titans. Close your eyes and imagine a misty morning on Kodiak Island. The freezing air cuts through each breath, with vapor trailing like smoke in the cold. In the distance, the pale sun rises slowly over snow-clad peaks, its weak rays filtering into dense forest where the cry of an eagle echoes. The atmosphere is at once majestic and filled with lurking danger. This is home to two colossal creatures, two undefeated warriors of the wild: the Kodiak Bear and the moose. In that stillness, picture what would happen if these giants stumbled upon each other. No retreat, no escape. Only the strongest will walk away in glory, while the other lies still on Alaska's frozen ground. So, Kodiak Bear versus Moose. Who is the true ruler of this icy wilderness? Alaska, the land of endless forests, towering snow-capped mountains piercing the frozen sky, and deep blue glaciers carving through untamed landscapes. One of the last places on Earth where nature remains raw and primal, where humans are but tiny visitors in a kingdom of giants. Among this grandeur, two animals command awe, fear, and respect: the Kodiak Bear, the colossal brown bear of Kodiak Island, and the moose, the giant crowned with antlers as wide as thrones. Both are living symbols of Alaska, each forged by millions of years of evolution with its own strength, its own survival strategies. They rarely collide, for their diets and habitats differ. But imagine one autumn evening: the Kodiak Bear, hungry and desperate to bulk up for hibernation, and a massive bull moose grazing on tender shoots after the rutting season. Fate brings them face to face. The question becomes inevitable: who is the true king of Alaska? To find the answer, we must break them down: size, weight, natural weapons, speed, tactics, even real encounters. Piece them together, and the stark truth of this showdown emerges. The Kodiak Bear, one of the largest carnivores on Earth. A mature male can weigh up to 700, even 750 kilograms, a moving mountain of muscle. Standing on its hind legs, it towers at nearly 3 meters, a terrifying sight to any creature. Its thick brown-gray coat shields it from brutal winters, while layers of fat provide warmth and stored energy. Built for raw power, this body carries massive paws, 10-centimeter claws, and jaws delivering over 1,000 psi of bite force. A single swipe can shatter a deer's bones, a single bite can crush a wolf's skull. The Kodiak isn't a predator of endless hunts like lions or tigers, but when it chooses to strike, escape is almost impossible. Facing it is the moose, the largest deer on Earth. A bull stands over 2 meters at the shoulder, weighing between 500 to 700 kilograms. Its crown, massive antlers stretching up to 2 meters wide, weighing more than 30 kilograms. In rutting season, antlers crash together in duels that shake the forest floor. Outside the rut, they remain both shield and spear, ready to impale any predator that dares approach. Do not be deceived by its calm appearance. The moose can sprint at over 35 miles per hour, 55 kilometers per h, swim with unmatched endurance, and when cornered, it doesn't flee, it fights. A single kick can snap a wolf's spine. Even young bears have fallen beneath those crushing hooves. Side by side, the balance is strange. The Kodiak has superior mass and muscle, but the moose holds height and antlers as weapons. One strikes with claws and teeth, the other with speed and brute defense. Who wins? Look closer. The Kodiak Bear is a master of close combat. It thrives in grappling, overpowering with sheer strength. Its hunting style blends patience with explosive ambush. While fishing for salmon, its lightning reflexes snatch slippery prey mid-current. While hunting deer or caribou, it waits, concealed, before lunging with devastating force. Meanwhile, the moose relies on distance. Its antlers create a protective barrier, keeping enemies at bay. It charges, it kicks, and when pressed, it uses speed to withdraw. In a hypothetical clash, the Kodiak will try to close the gap quickly, while the moose struggles to keep distance, slamming antlers and hooves in defense. If lucky, a well-placed antler thrust into the chest or neck could cripple the bear. But if the bear seizes the moose's flank or shoulder, the fight may end swiftly. Such a battle would not be over in seconds but could drag on for minutes. The bear roars, muscles rippling as it charges, while the moose lowers its antlers, eyes blazing with defiance. The forest echoes with the crash of antler against bone, claws raking flesh, hooves striking with bone-crushing force. Blood sprays and the wilderness trembles with the fury of giants locked in primal war. So, on the scales of weight, power, weapons, speed, and tactics, where does the balance tip? Zoologists generally agree the Kodiak Bear holds the upper hand. Heavier, stronger bite, superior close-quarters fighting. In a one-on-one battle, the bear likely wins. But moose are no pushovers. There are reports of bears falling to moose impaled when attempting to take on fully grown adults. One precise antler thrust into the ribs or gut could force even a Kodiak to retreat or die. Yet nature seldom gives us such battles. Kodiaks rarely hunt adult moose, preferring calves or the weak. Adult moose are simply too dangerous. This reveals something profound. In the wild, strength is not always used to claim victory. Sometimes it exists to maintain balance. Bears rule their domains, moose theirs. Together, they weave the great cycle of Alaska's wilderness. But if the question still lingers, in an unavoidable duel, who wears the crown? The answer leans toward the Kodiak Bear. With stamina, power, and all-around weaponry, the bear has the greater odds of finishing the moose. Yet the moose remains a true warrior, embodying endurance, speed, and an unyielding spirit to defend itself to the last breath. The greatness of these two does not lie solely in victory or defeat, but in their survival through millennia. The Kodiak embodies raw muscle and cunning carnivory. The moose stands as a symbol of majesty and resilience among herbivores. One is dominance, the other survival. Together they script Alaska's epic tale, a land where the wild still reigns in all its glory and brutality. So who rules Alaska's swamps, forests, and mountains? Perhaps the answer lies not in a single fight, but in coexistence. The Kodiak Bear is king of power, the moose, king of pride. And when the sun dips behind snowy peaks as wolves howl into the night, both endure side by side, reminding us that in nature, victory does not always define strength. Sometimes balance is the truest greatness of all.